Hi everyone, today we have a pretty challenging lower body Pilates workout. About 30 minutes, we're gonna start standing on our mats. Really wide feet here. We're gonna start with a big standing set. So feet are wider than your hips. Let's just wiggle our hips a little bit side to side. Toes are turned out to the side. And you're nice and grounded through your feet. Let's just go for a little bit of hip twists here. Shake out your hips. We're moving on to some windmills, opposite hand to opposite foot. Woo, I'm a little bit wobbly here. We're gonna do 8 of these. Really try to keep your back straight and reach for your toes rather than rounding down. 6 and 8, very nice. And then hold here in the center, come down nice and low and up. Keep your back really straight. You should feel like you're just scraping along a wall. 4, just 4 more to go. 3. Okay. Guess what? We're going to hold it down here in the middle, little pulses, a little bit lower. 4, squeezing your glutes. 6, 7, and 8. We're going to go over to one side, straightening the leg, and little pulses down through the one knee. 4 more here. 3, 2, 1. Back to center, nice and low. We kind of shift our weight over to the other leg, and then it's up and down for 8. Back is nice and relaxed here. Just a warning, I was shaky by the end of this workout. I was tired. You have got it coming for you today if you're going to try this challenging workout. Stick with me. Now we are just staying low and we're shifting side to side. One leg straightens, one leg bends. Back is nice and straight. Shoulders are relaxed. Neck is long. Good. And 8. Let's get a little bit lower, and come on up. Shake, shake, shake your hips side to side. All right. Here is what we are going to do next. Little bit of core work. Engage your core. Bring your belly button in. We're going to do some leg extensions out to the side for 8. Try to stay very tall through the other side. 6, 7, 8. Hold it up. And little circles. 4, 5, 6 small circles, not huge, about the size of a dinner plate. Reverse your circles for 8. 4, 3, 2, and 1. A little bit higher with the leg. Raise, raise, raise. And relax. We're going to do those leg extensions and circles on the other side. Get your balance. First, core is engaged. Back is straight. Raise the leg up and down. 8, 6. Other arm can be up or out to the side, or you can have your hands on your hips. 2, 1. Hold it up. Little circles forward for 8. About the size of a large plate. 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 8, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, a little bit higher. You can do it. And release down. Shake it out. Let's just go side to side. A little bit of back stretching here. And some hip circles. I turn to the side so you can see what I'm going to do. We're going to go into a set of some lunges, some single leg stuff. So let's do about 4 nice big hip circles each direction. Okay. Forward, we're going to twist towards the bent knee and up. We're doing 8 of these. Forward lunge, twist towards the bent knee and up. 3. Keep your back nice and straight. 4. 5. Get nice and low through both legs. 7. And 8. Good. Okay, we're going to stay here. Raise the front heel. 5, 4, 3, and 1. Push back off that front foot, back to standing. Let's come to a nice low lunge on the other leg. Back is straight. Raise the heel. For 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to go into a set on one leg, 3 exercises per leg before we switch. So core is engaged and braced. Your back is straight. Extend one leg behind you for 8. Try to straighten the knee. 5. So I'm leaning forward just a little bit here, but I'm not arching my back. 2 and 1. Now we're going to do a deep bend through that front leg, and we're just going to do a bend and straighten. Toe is pointed. Bend, straighten. 8, 7, 6. Almost feels like doing a single leg squat. Ooh, I'm losing my balance. It's okay. 3, 2, and 1. And then hold it here. We're going to bring the knee in and out, keeping that standing leg bent. 4, you can touch the toe down, or you can do a balance challenge and float your toe along the floor. 2 and 1. Hold it here. Raise the leg, little pulses. 5, 4, 3. Get deeper in that knee. 2 and 1. Come on up. Little bit of a reach back. Straighten the front leg. Stretch the hamstring on the front leg. Back is straight. We're going to do all of that on the other side. So we're starting with just those little leg extensions. Your standing leg is tiny bit bent just so it's not locked, and your back and your shoulders are nice and straight. Lean forward about 15, 20 degrees here and extend the other leg. 2. I'm not raising so far here that I'm arching my back, but I am feeling it right in the glute. My standing leg is soft. 2 more, and 8. Then we deeply bend more through the front knee. Deep bend and straighten. 2. You can put your arms out for balance, like airplane arms. You can do whatever you want to do. Nobody's watching you. 7 and 8. And then we stay down. Bring the toe in and out. 2, 3, 5, 7, get deeper. 8, beautiful. Extend the leg. Ooh, you can be like me and fall over, or extend and hold it up. I'm going to try that again. Extend the leg. Hold it up. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I'm probably ready to give up on this leg. And 1. Come on up. Straighten the front leg. Stretch through the hamstring. You can put your hands down on the floor if you like. Reach over the front leg. We're going to do a little bit more for the hips. So let's stand tall and proud, very straight. First, we're starting with some calf raises here. All the way up and down. 4. I've taught you how to do calf raises Don't arch your back. Don't lead with your hips. 2 more. 7, just like someone's pulling you straight up and down, and your core is engaged. 8. Here's a little bit of a balance challenge. Hold it up. Higher, higher. We're going to drop one heel at a time. 4, 7, and 8. Okay, hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. Arms out in front. Squat with your heels up. Drop your heels and then come up. Heels up. Ooh, I'm losing my balance. Heels up. Squat. Drop your heels and up. 6 more like this. Then we're going to reverse it. Up, squat. 5. You have to have a very strong engaged core or you'd be falling all over the place. 3, 2, 'Nice. Okay. Now we're going to reverse it. Squat, heels up, come up to standing, and then slowly lower your heels. I find these easier. Maybe that's just me. Squat, heels up, stand up tall, squeeze your glutes. 4 more just like this. Squat, heels up, stand, squeeze your glutes, and lower your heels. 2, feel in the glutes, and 1. You'll be feeling your glutes by the end of this workout, I promise you that. Okay, good job. Shake it out a little bit. Great job. You made it to the end of our standing series. We're going to come down to the mat for a big series of like clamshells and side kicks. I like to double up my mat for my elbow. We're going to start up on the elbow so the upper body is up. So you're squeezing through your lower obliques. Your knees are bent, strong shoulder, and we're going to do clamshells. First, you're going to have your toe right behind the bottom knee, and the bottom knee is straight. 2, 3. Don't worry, we have more clamshells coming up. Try to get that knee as high up towards the ceiling as you can. 2 more. And you're really active through the arm that's on the floor. Okay, now bend both knees. Feet are together. You're going to elevate the feet, and you're going to do a clamshell here for 8, 6 more. Range of motion is a little bit smaller here, but that's okay. 3, 'Still pushing up on that supporting side. Okay, let's put the feet down. We're going to keep the top leg bent, and we just go forward and back. Forward and back, 90 degrees through the knee. Try not to move your hips. Don't rock forward and back. Don't wiggle all over your mat. Your bottom leg can be bent or it can be straight. I'm just keeping mine bent here. Couple more here. And last one, and then we're going to raise and lower, keeping the front leg at 90 degrees. 5, 4, 2, and 1. Nice. Okay. Bring the top foot in front of the front knee. One more version of clamshells here. 3, 5. Really feeling this in the side of the glute. And 8. Okay. We're going to straighten both legs. A little bit of a front and back side kick. Flex your foot forward, straight out from your hip, and then just a little bit behind the bottom leg. 3, 4. Core is braced. Try not to drop your chest too far down to the floor. Don't wiggle your shoulders forward and back. 2 more. And 8. Then we're going to point the toe 8 circles forward, 8 circles back. 5, 6. Stay strong on that shoulder. You might be getting kind of tired. Switch directions of your circles. 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to give the shoulder a little bit of a break after this. So let's bring the leg back just past the bottom foot. Point the toe. We have 8 circles in each direction. 4, 5, 6. Reverse. 8, 7, 6. Stay strong. Relax the top shoulder. 2 and 1. Big side leg lift with the opposite arm. 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Okay, we're going to come down to the floor. Bottom arm is underneath your head. We're going to do a little bit of work for the inner thigh on the bottom leg. Flex your foot. Let's do little raises. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3. Relax your shoulders here. Enjoy this little bit of moment of peace for your shoulders and your arms. Point the foot. Now we're doing little circles. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse your circle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. We are almost done on this side, but we have to come up one more time. Then we're going to flip sides. So back to being supported on that bottom elbow. Come up to a kneeling side plank. Hips are high. Let me adjust a little bit here. Hips stay super high. Top arm is up. We're going to come forward and back, a little arch. These are called mermaid planks. 4 more. 4, 3. Keep your hips high. 2 and 1. Very nice. Big reach up and over, side stretch. Reach that arm. Come on down. Quick little stretch. Bend both knees. Come on up and over. We're going to do all of that on the other side. And then we have a little bit more down on the mat, leg extensions. It's a longer class today. Let's do a rotation. Opposite hand to knee, look behind you. All right, I'm very excited about flipping to the other side. Can you tell? So let's come down to the elbow on the opposite side, and we're starting with the clamshells on this side. So we're going to have our foot, top foot, a little bit behind the knee, and the bottom leg is straight. We're very nice and tall through our obliques. Here we go. 8, 7. Point the toe. 6, 4. I feel this in my waist and my glutes. 2 and 1. Next version of clamshells. We put our feet together. Feet stay together, but they're off the floor. 8, 7, 6, 5. Your hand can be on your waist, or it can be touching the floor in front of you. 3, 2, 1, and slowly drop through both feet. And we're going to do those bent leg kicks. Top knee stays about hip height. Bring it forward and back, flexing the foot. 2, and keeping the knee at about 90 degrees. 4, 6, 'Nice and strong through your core. And keep the knee right out from the hip. Little raises here. 2, 3, 4, keep your shoulders relaxed. 6, feeling this in the glutes. 7 and 8. Okay, now we straighten. The bottom leg and the top leg is just in front of the knee for another set of clamshells. 3, I think these are the last clamshells of the day. 4, we still have side kicks on this side. 6, 7, and 8. Okay, flex the top foot, keep it at hip height. We come forward and back. 3, leg is straight. We have these little circles after that. 4, you can bend the bottom leg if it's super tired or keep it straight. 6, try not to move forward and back with your hips. Hips are very stable here, even if it means you reduce your range of motion a little bit. And 8, hold it up, little circles forward. 6, 5, try to keep your leg high. 3, 2, 1, reverse the circle. 8, 7, stay nice and high through that shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we bring the leg back, little bit of an angle back behind you. Core is nice and braced here. 3, 4, little circles. 5, 7, 8, and reverse. 8, 7, 6, stick with me. 5, I'm so happy about this. 4, 3, 2, and 1, big side leg lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, stay tall and strong through that bottom shoulder. Top leg comes over the bottom leg. Let's give a little break for our shoulder, and we'll do those inner thigh leg lifts on the bottom leg. 8 lifts here. 7, flex the foot. 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Then we do those little circles here for the inner thigh. 8 circles forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse the direction for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, and 1. And unfortunately, we have one more thing up on our arm here. We have those side kneeling plank mermaids. Shoot your hips super high. Use your strong shoulder to get high. And we do a big arch, tap in front, tap in back. 2, 3, 4. We're almost done in this position. 6, and 8, toe down. I forgot to do the big stretch, the big reach over there, but that was just a stretch. But we'll do a little mermaid stretch here with both knees bent, up and over, and then we're going to come all the way down to the floor for a little bit more leg extensions. So let's do some rotations here. Look over that opposite shoulder. And we're coming all the way down to our bellies. I'm going to straighten out my mat here a little bit. Couple of options. You can actually double up your mat, put your forehead on it, or you can put your forehead on top of your hands. And then pull up through your belly button a little bit, and we're going to start extending one leg. 3. So look at my lower back here. 4. It's not moving. I'm not arching my lower back. I'm not lifting my head or shoulders. 6, 7, and 8. Now we lift, flex the foot, bring the knee in, out, and down. Lift, flex the foot, heel in, out, and down. 3. So this is a hamstring, and now it's glute, glute, hamstring, and down. 4 more like this. So keep pulling up through your belly button. Even though you're on the floor, Should feel like your core is nice and engaged. 3, 2, and 1. Let's just reach over to the right and to the left. Little arch here, but it's not huge. I'm not crossing over the other foot. 4 more. Keeping your hips nice and stable. 2 and 1. Good. Okay, let's reset. We're going to do the other leg. So I'm pulling up my belly button here. So I'm trying to pretend that there's, let me get resituated here so you can see me a little bit better. I'm trying to pretend that there's like an ice cube underneath my belly button, and I don't want my belly button to touch the ice cube. So I'm pulling up. My lower back is nice and flat. And I raise through the left leg, 6, but I'm only using the glute. My lower back is not involved and not doing any work here. 3 and 1. Good. Now we raise, flex the foot, keep the knee up, and then lower. Raise, flex, heel in, and lower. 3. It's really good for the hamstrings. Right there, right in the back of the leg. Few more like this. Really focus. Don't wiggle your hips. Don't rock side to side. 2 and 1. And those little arches, side to side. Couple more here. 7, 6, 5, 2 and 1. Readjust. Get yourself nice and comfy on the floor. Okay, you can either be up on your fingertips here. These are kind of tricky. You're going to bring your knee up and try to bring it into your hip, keeping your knee up off the floor the whole time. You can be on your fingertips or your hands can be nice and flat. 4 more like this. 4, so you're trying not to rotate over to the opposite side. 2 and 1. So flatten out again. Bring your knee close to the floor, up towards your elbow and back. 3, 4, 6, 7. Last one here. Nice. All right. Let's take a little stretch. Hands underneath your shoulders. Let's come up for a nice cobra. We have a few more exercises in all 4s position, and then we're going to stretch. So let's take a little child's pose here. Reach all the way back, wiggle your hips a little bit side to side. Couple of deep breaths here. We are coming to the end of the workout. 1 little set, 3 exercises per leg, and then we'll have a longer stretch. So come on up to all 4s, kneeling position. Core is pulled in, and feet and knees are about hip width apart. Little soft bend in your elbows. We're going to do some little hip circles. 4, just easy here. These are actually just to shake out our hips a little bit. Let's reverse the direction a little bit. 4, 5, 6, and 8. Keep the knee bent. Bring the knee up to hip height. Flex the foot. 16 little pulses. Keep your belly button tight so you don't move your spine here. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And then keep the knee high. Touch your elbow and back. 7 and up. 6, 5. I know these are hard. Try not to transfer all your weight over to the supporting side. 2 and 1. And then we're going to keep the knee bent and we're going to open and close. Try to get the knee up to the hip. 3, 6, and 8. Let's relax. I'm going to flip around so you can see the other side. You can see the other leg working a little bit. My core is nice and braced and my back is very straight. We're going to do these little hip circles. Just let the weight of your knee kind of release through your hip. A couple more here, and then we'll go the other direction. This is just for a little bit of mobility and to release a little bit of tension in the hip. 7, 8, then we bring the knee up to hip height, flex the foot, heel reaches straight up to the ceiling. And 8 more, we're doing 16. 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the knee high, bring it over to the elbow and back. Just 8 of these. 7, 6, 5, 3, stay strong on your arms. 2, 1, and then we opened and closed. Drop the knee nice and slow. Open your hips, get that knee high and close. 8. Let me fix my hair. 7, 6, 5, 3, and 1, and you made it. Good job. Little bit of stretching for the outside of the hips. Bring one leg over, cross it over the other foot. We're going to slide back, slide, slide, slide. This is a modified pigeon pose. You can wiggle side to side here. You can stay up on your elbows, or you can like walk your hands out in front, whatever, but you should feel like a really good stretch through the side of the front leg. Good. Take some well-deserved deep breaths here. Push up back to all fours. Take the other leg, cross it over the bent knee and straighten back. Couple of really nice deep breaths here. Relax. Good. Get comfortable here. All right. Couple more stretches and then we're done. We have a longer video today. I was pretty tired by the time we got to this part of the class. Let's bring one leg over the other, opposite arm to knee, and we'll do a little rotation. So you want that front, that top knee to be pointing right up towards the ceiling. Nice tall posture here. Bring that top leg over the other leg for like an open cross-legged position and walk your hands out in front. Good. We'll do both of those on the other side. First, the rotation. Sit up nice and tall and straight, opposite arm across the knee. Big rotation. Knee is pointing straight up towards the ceiling if you can get it there. And then we rotate. Good. And then this open cross-legged position, if you can get there. You can walk your hands forward, you can stay sitting, whatever, but you'll feel a pretty intense stretch on the outside of the top hip. Very nice. Okay, just a couple more stretches. Let's bring one foot back behind you. And the idea here is to kind of rock your weight forward and back. You're trying to reach your heel down towards the floor. This is a big calf stretch. This is the same as the calf stretch that we do standing up, where like your heel is in front of a wall and you're pressing your toes against the wall. I also like to do this stretch in the pool, believe it or not. It feels really good standing with one foot up against the wall. So let's switch. We'll do that on the other side. Then we have a nice downward dog, and then we are done. Let's push up to downward dog. Doesn't matter if your heels get on the floor or not. I'm gonna pedal my feet a little bit here, just kind of like I'm walking. One heel comes down, other heel comes down. Then I'm gonna walk my hands back, and I am going to be thankful for this forward fold, and I'm gonna say thank you for joining me. You can spend the rest of your day in this forward fold position. You can hang out here, you can cross your arms. This was a tough, challenging workout. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you decide to watch another one of my videos, and please leave me any feedback. I'm new at this. Let me know what you would like to see in the videos, and I hope I see you next time.